welcome back to For the Love of Paper and Ink. This is January 9th and the prompt is Foliage. I had a hard time, honestly, with this prompt. It took me a while to figure out what I wanted to do, how I wanted to do it, and I don't really love the end product. Also, to say, in the middle of my filming, my camera turned off and I didn't realize it. So I don't get to see everything I did as I was creating, but I did film the end product so that you could see what I did. Here I'm stamping with some wallpaper piece that I have that I put ink on and then just rubbed it on. And the same with the textured paper that I'm using now. I did the same thing, rubbed the ink onto it. This one didn't really make much of an impression on the page, so I ended up just like rubbing it on the page and get some of that green on the page off of the texture paper. And after I was done stamping with them, I looked at them and I'm like, I kind of like the way they look. I think I'll use those for my page, rip them up, but I don't like how bright green they are. So I will alter them in a minute, but in the meantime, I have these wooden die cuts or laser cuts that I'm going to emboss with some Tim Holtz embossing, distress embossing in the vintage photo color. And I try out one first to see if I liked the color, and I do. I end up using the same color for all of the leaves. And I tested against that paper that you see there on the right side to see if I like the color with that piece of paper because it has some brown in it. And it's just a bunch of leaves on of green and brown leaves on that paper. So I decided that I like it, and I'm going to emboss all of the leaves in that vintage photo color. It's kind of a fall foliage spread that I ended up coming up with. I also add some washi tapes to the page with leaves in varying fall colors that you don't get to see me do because my camera shut off. But I'm just touching up a few spots on some of the leaves that didn't get the embossing on them, and then I decide that I am going to use these wallpapers, but I'm going to ink them up with brown. So I just take my coffee archival ink and rub it on the pages and get a little brown on there and make it look a little older and grungier. And it just ends up being a real simple project today because, like I said, I wasn't in love with the prompt and I had a hard time with it. But I'm using now this Tim Holtz stamp that comes with a stamp and a stencil together. And I just liked the leaf stamp out of it since this was a foliage theme. So I fussed with the papers, got them all figured out, and set everything down, and this is about the end of what you'll get to see me creating, and here's the end product. Like I said earlier, I'm not in love with it, but I had fun creating it.